and what they are and how you guys can use them. So first of all, prop firms are basically firms that will give you funding if you pass a few challenges, and they do cost a fee to do a challenge. However, if you pass, you will be refunded. Now, do note these firms actually make money from people failing challenges, and even when you pass, they will not give you a live account. They won't copy your trades until you're a couple of months profitable. They'll just bite the bullet and pay out of their pocket whatever you make the first month or two. Now, so yeah, let's have a look. Now, before we start, just right off the bat, my favourite are MyForexFunds and MyFundedFX. Now, we'll get into that why. So MyForexFunds absolutely blows all competition out of the water in terms of pricing, in terms of drawdown, and basic profit targets are all the same across the board. So for 500, we'll compare them all in terms of the 100k. $500, 12% drawdown, and 5% per day. You have to make 8% and 5%, but that's standard across the board. The only bad thing is the unique trading days, but if you're not over risking, I find it very difficult to even pass it within 5. The quickest I've done, I think, was like 8. So yeah. So let's go into FTMO. FTMO actually is only one step, I believe. And they have quite a nice one here. Although they make you, instead of the other prop firms making you earn about, how much is it, about 13%, they make you earn 10%. However, the 13% can be made over a course of 60 days. They're making you make 10% in a matter of 30 days, and their maximum loss is actually worse, slightly worse. It's at 10% rather than 12. So in my eyes, MyForexFunds is still better there. The Funded Trader down, and in terms of pricing, they're way more expensive. They're $5.50. Well, $50 more expensive. It's not crazy. Now, the Funded Trader, again, look, they're slightly cheaper. Drawdown is slightly worse. Basically the exact same. So they'd be probably you'll hear what, in terms of just profit targets and drawdowns and stuff like this will be my number 2, but we'll get on to why MyFundedFX is actually my number 2 overall, not just in terms of drawdown. So E8, I would stay far away from. You're paying an extra $88. Absolutely terrible drawdown, 8% there, and same profit targets, the same. However, you're paying an extra $88, and their unique selling point is their 0 minimum trading days. But as I stated before, if you're going at this if you're going at this like with relative risk, it's going to take you more than 5 days, regardless. So, I do know a few guys who are really profitable they risk 5% of their account. And they've made so much in the past, they can literally just churn through accounts, and they have really high win rate trades. They only take 2 or 3 on an account, and then they just sit on it. So unless that's what you do, but you need to be highly experienced at prop firms and already have quite a bit of money made. So now, MyFundedFX. So yeah, they have 2 different accounts. We'll start with the standard one. Now, where they fall down on is the 8%. No, sorry, the 10. Sorry, I'm looking at the wrong thing. The 10. Oh, they've improved it. Yeah, so this used to be actually 8%. Yeah, sorry, looking at the wrong one here, guys. So their fall down is the 8% account balance. I would not recommend these guys because you're paying the same as MyForexFunds. However, you have worse drawdown. But if you're struggling with doing the challenge within the 30 days, they have an unlimited time period. So this is why I chose these guys on holidays. As you can see, I passed. I'll go through the dashboard later, and I found that really good. Because there was no stress to get the account challenge done. However, they did open a pro, where drawdown increased, but an extra $75, you're still better off going with MyForex funds. I suppose the reason why they're charging that extra 75 is for the unlimited time, but like, you know, again, you probably shouldn't really have a problem if you're able to actively trade. So the dashboard says your daily loss, your target, gives it in a chart. You can actively check this to see how far off you are from hitting drawdown, and it will give you your log. Now, in terms of how I've done, I did this a lot back in January. So I made 7k on my first account. This was actually a 50k. This was kind of nuts. I made 14%, and this was off of a 250k. We made 10%, and then since I blew those two accounts, I'll be fully honest. After that, I blew them. But like, I mean, do you think I care? I'm up net positive 28k in a matter of 2 months. But then I kind of stopped doing prop firms because I went to do challenges and I failed. I'll be honest. I passed the other two first try, but I failed the second time. I just said, oh, fuck this. Because I do work with some high net worth individuals and trade their portfolios. Although the return I get from them is about 15 to 20%. However, these guys are paying out 80%. But yeah, and I kind of just sort of got a bit bored doing these. But I have been getting back into them. That's why I've been talking about them. So yeah, so there's a few dangers about these prop firms then, I suppose. Or not prop firms, but just around prop firms is the passing challenges service some people do. Don't pay for them. Either they'll use high frequency trades, which is actually banned, as you can get this tweet up from the owner of MyFundedFX. They use like really high frequency trades which have a guaranteed 100% win rate, but it's not realistic because fees or whatever, I think it is. It's not profitable scenario for a firm to encourage them. So yeah, only new prop firms that are trying to attract an audience will allow them, and then you're risking not even getting paid out. So look, just do it on your own, and anyone that says they'll do it for you in like manually, they'll probably blow the account. And unless you know them personally and you know they're a good trader, then I'd stay far away. And even like at that, I know I did one for a friend. I told him at the beginning, hey, look, it could take two or three tries even. In the end, we got it in 2. So yeah, you know, there's no guarantee. It can be a bit tricky. So yeah, hope this has explained everything. The profit, the payouts for them all are about 80%. You can have a look at them. They're all standard enough there. So yeah, I hope that's explained your questions. And anyone looking at crypto there, MyFundedFX is the most. And I know MyForex Funds has about Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin, and Dash, I believe. But yeah, if that's all you're looking for, go right ahead and buy that, and have a look into them. Maybe start off low or something. If you're a beginner trader, and maybe don't go for it unless you're following signals or something. But anyway, hope that's taught you given you a good introduction to all these prop firms that you may have heard of. And I'll see you in the next video.